Bleach has got to be one of the most hype anime I've ever seen. It just goes so hard. I mean, the fight scenes, the characters, everything about it makes this anime just cold as fuck and so hyped to watch. I just love watching this anime so much. I mean, if you haven't gathered that from our previous video, then I don't know what to tell you. Bleach just simply goes hard. Now, in my previous video, which I've linked in the description down below, I discussed all of Bleach up to the end of the Bout arc. I know, disgusting, but somehow I survived it, and so I'm here to discuss the next 100 episodes, starting off with an absolute heater, the Arrancar Arrival arc. The Bout arc left a bad aftertaste in my mouth, but this arc 100% cleansed it straight away. It was a night and day difference from the Bout arc. The animation, the character design, everything was light years better. Right away, we were hooked in by some absolute bombshells. We had these badass motherfuckers roll up. We found out that Ichigo's dad is actually a Soul Reaper. Ishida's dad even rolled up as well and showed off that Ishida got some dummy work to do. This arc covered so much, but mainly it introduced us to the Arrancars, which seemed to be the prominent threat for a long time coming, considering that 5 more arcs have Arrancar in the title after this. Well, we met Grimjaw, we met Ulquiorra, who have got to be 2 of the best designed characters in my opinion. I mean, they are so well designed in terms of both personality and physical design. Both are top tier. Oh, and don't even get me started on the Visored. We finally got to see more of them and learn way more about the mask, along with being introduced to a bunch more characters like Hiyori and Shinji. This is fantastic because now we have a balance in the Bleach shotties. We already had the milk trucks, but now we got a lolly too. As a flat chest lover, I see this as an absolute win. And don't even get me started on all the fights. Ichigo versus Grimjaw Part 1, Ichigo versus Grimjaw Part 2, Ichigo versus Inner Hollow Ichigo, not to mention Ikkaku versus Edrod, where he showed off his crazy fucking Bankai. God damn, that was cool. And even more Urahara. And there's so many fights in this arc, I can't even begin to list them all off. Also, can I just say, I love how Bleach will sometimes mix in a bit of comedy with their serious arcs. Like Ikkaku getting hit on by Mizuho Asano, Matsumoto going shopping, basically all of the mod souls, but mainly Rukia's and Matsumoto's. Oh, and pretty much all of Hiyori and Shinji's interactions. I just love it. Like, there's a time and a place for these things, and I think Bleach does a fantastic job of dictating that and capitalizing on it when they can. But putting that aside, this arc really returned my love for Bleach. It reminded me of just how fantastic it truly is. After such a mid arc of filler, we got something really special. Oh, and you best believe I'm not going to skip talking about the ending. Last episode of this arc, we got Orihime, the holy Thyness herself, saying goodbye to all the homies, and god damn, I'm telling you, I shed a tear when she was in there in Ichigo's room and she confessed her love to him. Bro, the way she did that, talking about how she had like these 5 lives and whatnot, going on about all the different careers she wants, but that every single time, she'd fall in love with the same man. God damn, that brought tears to my eyes. I am a complete sucker for that type of shit, bro. Cute as hell. Now you already know what's going down. Orihime has been captured, and you best believe that Ichigo ain't about to put up with that shit. He was ready to charge in alone, but nah, the full crew rolled up. Only issue is now we don't got the help of the Soul Society, but that's fine because Ichigo is visored up and ready to fuck some shit up. I gotta say, I also love how they brought in the normie friends as well. They'd been forgotten for a fatty sec, so it was cool to see them brought back in. Not to mention, it deepens the realism a bit, because of course, Orihime's best friend is gonna notice her gone. And of course, she's gonna be mad because she can tell Ichigo is hiding something. Now, I will say, after the beginning part, this arc was just a touch on the mid-end. Nowhere close to the absolute atrocities that the Bout arc is. I do want to add that. But it certainly was no Arrancar Arrival arc. I mean, then again, this is what you'd expect from this though. I mean, it's a sneaky entry arc. We've already had one of these, so we know what to expect. It's not going to be filled with the dummy fights. It's mainly just build up. And you know what? That's okay, because that's the purpose of this arc, and it did a great job of doing that. And I'm not gonna say that it didn't have anything dope, because it did. Bro, are we really just gonna skip over the underground dude? Hell nah, bro. That dude was cool as hell. The idea of this whole failed mission and man's now stuck in this place. Bro, cool as hell. Oh, and don't even get me started on the way that Rukia and Renji rolled up. Cold as hell. But the arc is brought down by these two. These two annoying ass bitches. Bro, okay, Nella's cool. She gets a pass. Partially because later on, she becomes mommy. But these two annoying ass bitches. Bro, mid. Nothing else can be said about them. But you already know what's coming up after this, because there is no more messing around. We got some arrancars to fight. Now this arc starts right up at episode 152, which is right at the end of Ichigo's fight with Doridoni. It's kind of a nice end as well. I mean, the fight itself wasn't crazy, but we did get to see a tease of Ichigo's mask. And also, you know, we got Ishida, who I didn't realize was actually voiced by Sasuke, but that do be happening. But we got him fighting off against the kinky girl, Tsurugi. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm saying that name so incorrectly. I'm gonna mispronounce so many names in this video. But she kinda bad though, not gonna lie. Finna awaken something in me. But jokes aside, this fight, you know, I thought it was gonna be mid, but damn bro, I was wrong. Ishida pulled out some crazy shit. Bro, he practically pulled out a lightsaber, my dude. That was cool as hell. And then he used that shit as an arrow? Bro, not gonna lie, pretty clean. Oh, and we also got Rukia going off against whatever in God's name this creature is, who I must say is just an absolute bitch. Bro, this thing really disguised itself as Kaiba to trick Rukia, and ended up doing some gnarly damage to her on top of that. But to top off this first round of fights, we've got a banger. Again, a fight I thought would be a tad mid. But bro, that is absolutely not correct. Turned out to be hype as hell. I didn't expect something so cold from Sato. But goddamn, man's got the upgrades. Bro, when he had that one punch and the demon skull popped up on the wall behind Ganten Baini, I swear I just about nutted. That shit was glorious. It was so incredibly hype. I was screaming 10 out of 10 character upgrade. But we're not done yet, because there is plenty more to keep going down. In fact, we've got a few more fights before the absolute grand finale in this banger of an arc. So I'll start off with the weaker of the two, Renji and Ishida, versus the absolutely weird-ass Arrancar, whose name, as I said earlier, I will not pronounce correctly, but I will try anyways. Sailaporo. He's just whack, honestly. He's got some weird attacks, and also he makes these creepy-looking minions or something. But damn, bro, Ishida once again pulls out another badass move. The Springer Trap, absolutely insane. The amount of damage that shit did on Sailaporo. I remember back in the first 100 episodes, I kind of thought Ishida was just a tad weak. I mean, he had some lit moves. He also fucked up Kurotsuchi's Bankai that one time. But other than that, man, I mean, he's just shooting arrows. We got other people out here making millions of tiny blades physically assault their enemy. But I take back any negativity I gave my man. He's dropping heat now. But then we have Ichigo, the main reason we're all watching. Ichigo is up against the one and only Ulquiorra. And goddamn, this shit is crazy. The man goes full mask plus Bankai, but even then, it's not strong enough. Ulquiorra is just so insanely strong and completely whoops Ichigo's ass. And tell me you also didn't think that he was espada number 1. But nah, man reveals he's only number 4 and proceeds to fucking kill Ichigo. What a cold way to do my mans. And then to top it all off, before we get into the big fight, we got Orihime getting bullied by some arrancars. Bro. But then Grimjaw just straight up said fuck doors and proceeded to kidnap Orihime so that he could have her heal Ichigo simply because he wanted to fight him. Tell me that also isn't cold as hell. Bro, god damn. And now for the grand finale, Ichigo versus Grimjaw. The fight we've all been waiting for. This was incredible. The fight was absolutely top tier. The two of them had just such incredible, overwhelming strength. It was crazy how powerful Ichigo had become. With the mask mode activated, he was just insane, man. And Grimjaw also had some crazy moves. This fight was just so hype. And it even has the cute scene where Orihime calls out to Ichigo. Top tier. That's all I can say. This fight was just top tier. Now it's time to take a break from the arrancars and touch on some filler. Here we are greeted by the almighty princess Richiyo Kasumiyoji, the bratty lolly herself. I find this filler arc to be great, honestly. Not only is it funny, but it also fits in with the Bleach narrative. It's the first good filler arc of the series, and showed us just how well the directors began to understand Bleach. Bout arc? Nah. L. Mid. Below mid. Garbage. This arc, lollies, cool fights, interesting scenarios. This is what we want from a Bleach filler. Honestly, this arc was just fun. I think Richiyo is just cute. The fights weren't bad at all. I mean, they weren't any arrancar fights, but I still watch them. And I love how they covered a new captain being selected for Squad 3. Cause you'd expect there to be a new captain, considering the last one low-key betrayed everyone and dipped. So I like that they decided to cover this. It also showed the internal conflict that can arise within a squad, and how adding new people in the mix can lead to a potentially unstable environment. Also gotta say, I love how this arc connected the conflict with the princess and her clan to the new captain. It did a great job of making everything connect and make sense in the Bleach lore. That's just another fantastic thing I want to talk about, the Bleach lore. That's something that Bleach does a fantastic job of building. Every episode, I feel like I know either a character or a part of the world just a little bit better. And no character is spared from the Bleach lore. Every character, main, side, or minor, gets some coverage. I just love how vast the world feels in Bleach as well. Now, I already know that having said that, some One Piece fanboys are gonna roll up. They're already typing something down there in the comments, but boy, let us Bleach fans have at least this little bit of a dub. Overall, this filler arc was just, it's worth it. Man, it's worth it. I certainly enjoyed it, and I got plenty of great laughs out of it. Plus, the fight between Ichigo and Shusuke was low-key kind of gas, not even gonna lie. But now that we're done with the filler, it's back to Hueco Mundo and the Arrancars. Grimjaw has been defeated, Ichigo has won, but it's not over yet, because Espada number 5, Neutra, has rolled up. And he's not going to hold back. Hell, he even tried to off Grimjaw until Ichigo got in the way. Now, we all know Ichigo ain't about to win this. He's already hella beat up and tired. But luckily we got Nell, the mommy herself. Throughout these last arcs, she's become quite fond of Ichigo. And so when he's getting beat up, bro, she transformation sexy jutsus into a large tittied woman. And god damn is she strong. Up until her transformation wore off, she was absolutely dominating that guy. But that's okay, because we got something extra special after that. The one and only Kenpachi rolls up. Soul Society has become fully involved and is here to kick some ass. Now with these fights, something that I find absolutely awesome about Bleach just shines right here, and that is how cold some of these characters are. Like Kenpachi, cold as hell. Absolutely badass to the core. But if we're gonna talk about cold, you best believe I'm gonna talk about the king of cold, the coldest motherfucker out there, Byakuya. His fight against the Espada with all the eyes just covering him, bro, absolutely cold. And that one line, shit, ice fucking cold. Even Captain Kurotsuchi delivered some cold lines and moves. Bro, he didn't just kill Zeolaporo, he basically tortured the man to the point where he wanted to die. These captains were just crazy in this arc. Honestly, considering how Ichigo beat some of them when he only been a soul reaper for a little bit, I was kind of thinking they were a touch on the weaker side, honestly. I thought they were the ones who'd have some catching up to do. But nah, after seeing that, absolutely nah. Bro, all of those captains showed off just how insanely strong they are. And the way they absolutely destroyed their opponent and dropped some gnarly lines. Ice cold. I'm telling you, that's what Bleach excels at. Character development, world building, overrated. I'm here to watch some people drop the coldest lines in existence. Oh, and then Aizen, the man himself, finally invades the land of the living with his boys and the rest of the Espada. You already know all the fights coming up in this next arc are going to be so insanely good. No sleepers allowed, only straight wild and fights. But that arc will have to be saved for the next episode, because we are now here at episode 206, concluding what I will be covering in this video. Now, if you did happen to enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, or even subscribe. This type of video takes a very, very long time to make. I mean, I've got to watch 100 episodes of anime, write up a whole script, and then spend at least a week editing it. So any support is greatly appreciated. But back to Bleach, this series is fantastic. The fights, the characters, the jokes, just everything about it is great. I used to be scared of these insanely long series, but after watching all of Gintama and making a crazy amount of videos on it, I decided, what the hell, let's give Bleach a go. And I don't regret it for one second. This series has brought so much enjoyment to me. So in conclusion, this is just a great anime. But with all of that having been said, this has been Senpai Supreme. Some of my latest videos are popping up on the screen right now. So go check them out. I got anime reviews, manga reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I am sure you will enjoy. If you did enjoy this video, now I'm sure you've seen the pop up plenty of times throughout this video, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and so I need all of your guys' help. I'm still quite a ways out. I'm only at a time recording 511, so I've still got quite a bit of ways until I get there, but it's a goal I really want to reach, but I can't do it without your guys' help. So please like, comment, subscribe, interact with this video as much as possible to get it to blow up. I need you guys' help with that. But that's all I got to say for this video. I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.
Hello from Sahara Desert. We have heard you are not subscribed to Senpai Supreme. That is very haram. Subscribe now and Allah will gift you 72 kawaii anime women in the afterlife. Goodbye.